sprung from the head of the people. Look at verse 8. The priest did not say, "Where is the Lord?" And those who handle the law did not know me. The rulers also transgressed against me, and the prophets prophesied by Baal and walk after things that did not profit. Now this is the head of the people. All of them went that way. That's why you have a lot of people saying, well, there is no God today. The God of the Muslims is the same as the God of the Christians. And bring the rabbi in. It's all the same God. It's all the same thing. We just all got to love, love, love. God knows. No, He knows better than that. Let's look at this and take a closer look at this. Their evil had sprung from the head of the people. It was never questioned as to the Lord's presence in the midst of the congregation, because it says the priests did not say, "Where is the Lord?" In other words, they knew that the Lord had been with them. The priests knew. The preachers know. You know who died this week? I got the book in the house. I was reading over it, and I couldn't believe what that guy wrote some 10 years ago. Peter Gomes died. The head of the Harvard Church, the avowed African-American homosexual, that said that the last hallmark that has to be bridged is the black church. He said, if we can get the black church to okay homosexuality and lesbianism in the pulpits and throughout the congregation, we have accomplished a great task. This man called himself the Harvard preacher of Harvard Divinity School. He died this week at 68. And then Billy Ingram, yes, died at 68.
No, 58.
58. Oh my goodness, he was 58. My goodness, I thought he was 68. 58, massive heart attack. I said, look at this. Yeah, the Maranatha Bible Church down on King Boulevard. Yeah, the big church down there. God only knows who's going to try to... And Billy was one of the best African-American exegetes in the nation. One of the best. And everybody knows when his problems started with his wife and with that money. And he did not nip that in the bud. I remember when it happened. I was on the radio and I said, Pastor Ingram has to nip this in the bud, even to putting his wife down. Put her down in front of everybody. Nope, she tried to take over the church. And he stood there like a fool and let her, well, let me leave that alone. But now he did. See, guys, we're bringing everything into judgment. Everything into judgment. And so we see these things happening. The priest didn't say nothing. There's never question as to the Lord's presence in the midst of the congregation. The ones who are given the highest obligation to transmit the word refuse to do it. That's why when you go in most of our churches today, they got the choir singing. They're not going to give them words like this. Man, why are you giving them these solemn words, man? No, man, that just wasn't an earthquake. That was the decimation of a second country. The first one was Haiti. The second one is Japan. Who's next? God, this is His world. We used to sing this song in the church. This is my Father's world. We don't sing that song no more. Because we sing Frank Sinatra's song. I'll do it my way. God said, you go ahead and do it your way. I'm going to show you a way, all right. Wait a minute. Talking about the way. Who can mention the scripture? Who can mention it? It's in the book of Isaiah, right? Where God talks about my ways not being your ways. My thoughts not being your thoughts. And high as the heavens are above the earth, so are my ways higher than yours. I believe that's Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 55. I think that's Isaiah 55.
Yep.
It is. Yes, Isaiah chapter 55. And let's start at verse 6. I think this is a good segue scripture for us to look at. And this is God speaking to us. This is God speaking. And see, and this is what I mean. This needs to come into high schools, junior highs, everything. It used to be when I went to junior high, before you started the day in school, the preacher, no, I'm sorry, The teacher got up and read a few verses. Remember that? Teacher got up and read a few verses from the Bible. When you went to public school here.
Wow.
Yes.
I went to Catholic school.
Hey, in the public school, the Christian preacher got up. The Christian teacher got up and said, oh no, we're going to start off with God. Seek the Lord while he may be found. The indication is that you won't be always able to find him. Call upon him while he is near. The implication is that he's not going to be near to you all the time. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord. The implication is you was following him, now you not. And he will have compassion on him and to our God, and he will abundantly pardon. Then he says it in verse 8. But my thoughts are not your thoughts. He said, don't do that to me. I tear up your mama, your church, your house, your hospital, your kids, all of it. Then he says, neither are your ways my ways, declared the Lord. The Lord is saying, I ain't doing things for you. Then he says, for as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Now, that's all I want to read. Because what God is saying right now, don't even try to put me on your level. I'm not even coming with you like that. That's why when I think about who I am and what I do, I say, Lord, am I being obedient to what you told me to do? No. Lord, will you forgive me of that right now? Will you wash it clean? Everything is washed clean from here. Now, Lord, from this moment on, watch me. Watch me live. Johnny, you trying to make a deal with me? No deals. Kill me tonight. Justice. Watch me live. Did you know that the entire Christian church should be praying and living just like that? Because the entire Christian church has, like I said, we have all gone astray. I just put myself, I have gone astray. All of us have. And it's not about what we've said, what we've done, what we've intended. It was about the love, the love, the love. You all have been following my journey here lately because I'm looking for the love, love, love. Now I understand it more succinctly than ever. I'm looking for pure love because when you get older, that is the only thing, Cedric, that's going to hold you together. Or you still know your daddy? Or you get grumpy, like old people get. Old people get grumpy, hard, hardened, mean. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And I ain't talking about your daddy. I just know him. I just asked you if you knew him. Because, man, he's a hard thing. Woo! And look, don't try to pray for people like that. Praying is not going to help. They have to come to that on their own.
That's right.
They have to come to that on their own and say, God, hear it. I remember once I was talking with Lucy. She was very ill. And I said, Lucy, I know I haven't been the best husband for you, but you know what, baby? I got something for you. Work it out. Work it out. So all I can say is work it out. It was interesting. A guy on the truck hit a guy on a little motor scooter out in front of the house on the side street. Knocked the boy off the motor scooter, tore the motor scooter up. And the guy just started dumping the motor scooter all broke up in the back of his truck. And the kid was sitting down saying, ow, 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 ow. And the man said, oh man, get up, walk it off, walk it off. What? All the neighbors was looking. He said, walk it off, and the boy couldn't walk. Oh. And then his friend came and drug him. And, come on, man, come on. And I said, oh, the motorbike was stolen. The hit of the motorbike was illegal. So the dude that hit him put the trash in his big bag. Y'all, walk it off, go home. Woo, drove off. Knocked the wheel in my neighbor's front yard. Truck came back, give me that wheel. Threw it in the back and took off before the police came. But told the guy with the broken ankle, walk it off. Heathens, man, the heathens. I said, look at this. And I immediately moved.